Title: Princess Diana's magical wedding that captivated the world-opening scene. A day like no other, the sun rose softly over London on July 29, 1981. Bells echoed through the streets. Carriages gleamed under the morning light. And millions of hearts around the world beat with the same rhythm: anticipation. It was the day a shy kindergarten teacher named Lady Diana Spencer would walk into St. Paul's Cathedral and step into history. Not just as a bride, but as a global symbol of hope, beauty, and grace. Scene 2. The girl who stole the world's heart, just 19, Diana was still learning what it meant to live in the spotlight. Yet that morning, every camera lens, every whisper, every heartbeat belonged to her. As she stepped out of the glass coach, her ivory silk gown shimmered like sunlight on water, a masterpiece by David and Elizabeth Emanuel, crowned with 10,000 pearls and a 25-foot train that rippled like a dream. When she took her first step onto the cathedral steps, the crowd gasped, not because she was royal, but because she was real, nervous, radiant, human. Scene 3. A love written in ceremony inside the cathedral. The air was sacred and electric. 750 million people across the world watched in silence as Diana walked down the aisle, her veil flowing endlessly behind her. Prince Charles waited at the altar, the future King of England, steady and solemn. When Diana reached him, she looked up, smiled, and stumbled on his name, calling him Philip Charles Arthur George instead of Charles Philip. The world laughed softly. The fairy tale had found its humanity. Scene 4. A promise and a kiss. Their vows echoed through the arches of St. Paul's, vows that felt larger than love itself. Diana broke tradition by refusing to say obey. It was a small act of courage that whispered louder than any royal trumpet. She would be no silent princess. When they emerged from the cathedral, the crowd roared like a living sea. At Buckingham Palace, they shared a kiss on the balcony, tender, uncertain, unforgettable. In that single moment, cameras clicked, flags waved, and the world fell in love with her all over again. Scene 5. The celebration of the century. The reception was dazzling, minus 27 wedding cakes, royal guests, and fireworks lighting the sky above Hyde Park. But beyond the glitter, there was something more powerful, a shared belief that magic was still possible. Children in villages from Lagos to Los Angeles glued their eyes to the screen. Families toasted to a princess they would never meet but somehow already adored. Scene 6. Behind the veil, yet beneath the fairy tale, shadows lingered. Diana had begun to sense that love in the royal world could be lonely. Her smile, perfect and practiced, hid 1,000 fears. Still, that day, that wedding, remained untouched by sorrow. It was her day, her moment. The world didn't see the cracks in the glass slipper. They only saw the sparkle.